Hello, my name is Tony Ingram and I'm at Taughannock Falls State Park. It's about mid-December now, 2011, and I'm walking the Rim Trail, which fortunately is still open. Some of the trails in our state parks around here have closed because of the freezing conditions and ice forming on the trails makes them quite treacherous. And eventually this Rim Trail may close, usually does, because there are some steep stone steps down near the valley towards the lake end of the park, where along Route 89, where the park is actually fronts on Cayuga Lake. But it's still open, so I'm taking advantage of a mild sunny day to walk the 2.5 miles around both the lower gorge and the upper gorge at Taughannock Falls. Now, a lot of people don't realize that there are two gorges at Taughannock Falls. There's the main gorge that's almost 400 feet deep up around Taughannock Falls as it goes straight down towards the lake. But there's also an upper gorge above the big waterfall that goes for maybe another half a mile, and the Taughannock Creek winds in a meandering route among cliffs that rise above it straight up, this sort of entrenched meander you might call it, coming down from yet another waterfall just simply called the Upper Falls. And you can see the Upper Falls up close by following the Rim Trail across an old railroad trestle, and you can look down on the falls themselves. They're quite close and quite interesting. And the railroad trestle was no longer operating. It's now part of a trail called the Black Diamond Trail, which is runs from Ithaca up to Taughannock Falls. In fact, it runs all the way down south of Ithaca to Buttermilk Falls and Robert H. Treman State Parks, and there's still parts of that being developed. So anyway, if you get a chance and the trails are open, come on out and take a look at some of the sites. The Upper Gorge is really another treat that we get to see. Well, it looks like I spoke too soon about trail closings, because this section along Gorge Road here, there's a little pull-off just west of here, but from here down it's closed, and that's where the steep stone staircase is. That is quite a hazard when it gets icy, which it already is, I've noticed in a few spots along the trail. So it looks like they're keeping the upper end of the Rim Trail open, but the lower end down by the stone staircases, which also goes down to the Gorge Trail parking, is closed for the winter, and rightly so, because it is hazardous. Okay, so what is the story with the trails? So I'm going to call the park office number, which is 387-6739, 607 area code. So let's try that.
Sections of the Rim Trail are closed due to winter conditions. The area below the Gorge Road pull-off is closed, and then on the north side, the stairway is closed with an alternate route posted. If you wish to reach somebody in the office, the best...
So that's it. The Gorge Road section from that sign I showed you all the way down to the bottom is closed, and also then the staircase that goes up to the campground, it looks like, on the north rim. So most of the trail is open, but you're not going to be able to do a complete loop unless you go out on Gorge Road itself.